So I'm going to try to get you in this little machine. If I cut out, you know what happened? Because it worked. Okay, cool. Okay, maybe we don't need to be this high. I'm going to sit here. Yeah, we can probably go down a bit, hey? Let's take you down. Okay, let's see if that's it. There we go. We can sit and have a conversation. That kind of works. Maybe I need to go down a bit more. Let's get up close and personal. Oh, there we go. Oops. Oops, no, wrong way. Oh. All right. Distracted. Okay, so we have sea glass. All this sea glass that we need to do something with. Bags of it. Now, oh. And we have my favourite bit, which is a blue bit. I don't know if you can see that. It's blue. White, blue. So you can see it's a tinge. So I'm Dora, and I've been collecting sea glass for the last month while I've been walking on the beach. Hey, Lavender and Paul, how you going? So Lavender, we're just curious on when you're going to your surgery, so we can start, praying for you. And I mean, we're still praying for you anyway, but just, we're thinking of you. We're saying this morning actually, like, what's happening, when are you going for surgery? The first. Oh, you mean you were the first in the chat? Gold star for Lavender. She's first in the chat. Paul, second star. So I've got heaps of sea glass, guys. Heaps. So I want to do some sorting and figure out what I'm doing with it. Some twine. So I thought while we have a chat, I would do some sorting and find all my favourite bits. What do I just do with that? Oh yeah. That's my favourite bit so far. It's blue. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe against black. It is, you can see. It's blue. Blue. And there was a pink bit that was really nice too. I don't know where that is though. So, how's everyone's day been anyway? Paul, did you go walking today? I'm sure you did go walking today. I know that. So I'm going to put this one up the top here because that's my favourite. It makes sense that I sort them first, right? Oh, we've got 10 people. 10 people. 18 people. We're sorting sea glass, people. We have lots of sea glass. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I don't know if you can see that, guys. It's got cracks in it. Can you see that? It's actually pretty interesting. So it looks like it's just been broken, to be honest. It's still quite jagged edged. Do you reckon you just managed to miss the rain twice? Hey, that's great. Do you reckon I should be sorting them in colours, or should I sort them in, I don't know. What do you reckon? Sort them in colours? I'm trying to go through and just find the ones that I want to chuck away first. The chuck away pile. This is a nice bit. It's a big chunky bit of green. It looks like a jello, like a jelly. Probably not going to eat that though. Hey Neil, how you going? Welcome to the live. Sea glass sorting live. What are we going to do with the sea glass? That's what we're doing here today. So, Lavender, you reckon colours? Okay, let's do colours. So, I'll get rid of the bag there so you can kind of see. Can you see me sorting stuff here? I don't know. I thought I'd even have my phone here. I'm going to be real high tech, guys. Where's my live? Where am I? So I can actually talk in the chat to you. I don't know why I would want to, but you know, I don't know, maybe I would want to. Oh, I don't know, I can't actually click on it. Why can't I click on my own chat, my own live? That's weird. I've been able to do that before. Literally find my live and actually click on it. I can edit it. No, I don't want to edit. Okay, well, we won't do that, okay? We won't do that. Oh, do I need to keep on going? Oh, I need to keep on going like that. So you reckon colours too? Okay, well, let's do it. Let me show you so that you can see. We've got those colours. We've got the pretty colours in the middle here. So what do you reckon is going to be the biggest colour? White, or beer bottle colour? What do you reckon? So I've got some really good idea, guys, on what to do, but we're going to start sorting first and just find out how everyone is going. Like lavender, how is everything going? How are you feeling? More importantly, beer bottle. It's beer bottle. It's beer bottle. It's beer bottle colour. Though that is beer bottle colour too. Beer bottle brown. So lavender, are you going to school at the moment? Oh, you're still on school holidays, aren't you? This is your final week of school holidays, or you just gone back to school? Have you gone back to school? That's a bottle, a bottom of a bottle. I thought I could do something with that. I don't know what. Like the top of a bottle. Look at that. I've got a ring, guys. Diego proposed. Hey, you proposed.
Who said that to you?
Yeah, I'm just telling them you proposed. He's shaking his head going, that's all. Isn't that great? I have a ring. A seaglass ring.
Very special, you know. It took me a long time to find that for you.
He's just saying that's special. He took a long time to find that for me. So he wants to propose.
Cheap ass, I am.
He's a cheap ass, yeah. Hey guys. Oh, I can't even get it up. Oh, far out. I thought I was going to have to wear that then. Hey, so Susan, I don't know if you guys know Susan. She has been in the chat. Artful Beauty, Beautiful Art. Artful Beauty, I think her name is. But she actually tagged me, she tagged me in a post showing me that she had some sea glass. But I have a sea glass ring. She showed me a sea glass ring. How cool is that? Hey Bill, how you going? How are you feeling, Bill? We haven't seen you for a little while. I think we saw you last week. So Bill, you missed out on the action. We did the walk on Friday and it was an eventful walk. We walked, as you can imagine, all day. It took us 9 hours to walk, Bill. 9 hours. Different fitnesses in the group. So obviously I did lots of training. The other women did no training at all. Oh, one lady did do some training, but she wore the wrong shoes. So she made the colossal mistake of training in her hiking shoes, and then on the big day, she wore another pair of shoes that she didn't do any training in. So she ended up with massive blisters, and I saw her this morning and she has got massive blisters on her feet still. So that wasn't very successful. So we don't need that anymore. Oh my God, you've got COVID, Bill. Oh no. And Lavender, you haven't gone to school. I guess I know exactly why you wouldn't go to school. You are, having to deal with some stuff. So Lavender, do you actually have a date yet for this surgery? So Bill, we are sorting all the sea glass that we found on the beach. You can see my piles, hey? Yeah, you can see the pile. So at the moment, the white glass is winning. Oh, see, Lavender, you know how you told me you reckon I should make like a wind chime? Look at that. Can you imagine that? That's very whimsical. And like, doesn't really make a lot of noise, does it? I don't know, but I think that's really pretty. Can you imagine that going dingle ding 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 ding? Love that bit. Love that bit. So you do have a date for the surgery. Do you want to share the date with us? I've actually got lots of bits from the tops of bottles. I'm actually really enjoying going through all this glass. I'm gonna chuck that away, that's not so good. Oh, it's a rock. I've got a few rocks to my collection. That's yuck. Hey Mel, how you going? We are officially sorting all the sea glass out, Mel, because we have lots of it. And then we're going to start talking about what we're going to do. Hey, look at that massive chunk of sea glass. That's a massive bit. I don't know what the hell that was. It kind of even looks like a crystal. Love that. So how's your day been, Mel? I know you were at work early this morning. I jumped on one of your lives this morning and it said that you went to work, and oh, actually no. See, I would have seen that at about 8 o'clock in the morning, which would have been 11 o'clock at your time. So Mel runs things is in New Zealand. So yeah, you would have been work. Why did I think you were at work early? I don't know. So Lavender. Okay, so it's the 31st. So what's today, guys? Today is the 22nd of July. So Lavender, do you mind me sharing what's going on with you? I know some of us know, but do you mind me sharing? Otherwise, you can put it in the chat and tell people yourself. So Lavender, can you imagine, because this is your idea, the like the wind chime, like that height, and all like dingle, 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 ding, 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 ding. That's cool, hey? Hey, no, thanks. No problem. The music was really nice, actually. So guys, Mel runs things from New Zealand. She's from Hawke's Bay, but her channel, she actually, Mel, you wanted to change your channel name, didn't you? So Mel does a few different things, but one of the things that I love that she's doing at the moment is she does like 12-hour lives, so that you can jump on her live and you hear this beautiful music. So this morning it was really chilled, just really like meditation music. It was just beautiful and chilled. Like you could just watch it, listen to it, and read a book or go to sleep. I just finished a walk, so I was a bit wilded up, but I had a little listen for for about 15 minutes while I was getting ready for work, and it kind of calmed me before I went to work. Ooh, look at that one. That's a different green, guys. So we've got, that would be like, what's a green bottle? Some kind of Asian green bottle, like Asian beer. Asahi. What's a green bottle? Who drinks beer? So then you've got Heineken bottle. Then you've got a really dark, dusty green maybe. And that's a different kind of green. So look, there's 3 different greens. Love that. Actually, there's 4. Hey Mel, look at this. I have my first official jewelry. Hey, no problem, Mel. So, how was your day at work, Mel? Eventful? That's expensive jewelry, man. Hey, look at this one. Look at this plug I found. That would have been from like a, I don't know, maybe a jewelry bottle, like a perfume bottle back in the day. Again, found on the beach. Isn't that cool? Okay, so I've asked, lavender is, so there's a few of us in the chat. Mel, I think you've met lavender before. And Bill, you've met lavender before. And I don't know who else is in the live, but lavender's been a big part of my lives. I met her, actually I met lavender when I was in Sydney visiting my sister. I went down for her 60th birthday party and I was doing a live walking around Breakfast Point and I met lavender. Anyway, we're having a chat. Anyway, we just became friends, as you do through a chat, of course. And yeah, then I started doing these trainings on the beach a month ago for the mental health walk I did. And lavender's been a huge part of our lives. She's been in the chat talking to everyone. Yes, I think Belle, it's a medicine, probably a medicine bottle. Lavender's been hugely positive in our chat too. Like, you know, she jumps on and says, hey, so what's everyone grateful for today? But I'll let her talk about that in the chat later on. She'll ask us that question. But the biggest thing that lavender, actually you've taught me lavender, is, you know, the saying slow down, no, stop and smell the roses, right? Which means like, you know, you might have a beautiful rose bush, but you don't actually stop and smell it and admire it. You just kind of like, oh yeah, they're roses, whatever. So I've been doing this walk along the beach that I take you on for years, right? So I've done that walk that I just did. That's my third time I've done the walk, right? So I've walked up and down that beach training lots. I always kick the same rock at that end of the beach and the other end, right? And one day lavender goes, hey, did you see the rock that you kicked? It's a love heart shape. And I'm like, what are you talking about, lavender? I have no idea what you're talking about. And she goes, yeah, it's the shape of a love heart. So I'd already walked past it by now. So the next day I was walking down there and lavender wasn't on the chat. And I went, oh my goodness, this rock that I kick is the shape of a love heart. It's beautiful, like nature's art, right? And so now I call it Lavender's Rock. Hey Deb, how you going? So because it's so beautiful, like, you know, that's a moment to like just stop. I mean, I've been kicking it for ages. I had never noticed it's a love heart. And that's a sign from, you know, Mother Nature that, you know, you're loved. You are love. Everyone's love. We love each other. We're love, 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 love. So lavender gave me that. So I now call it Lavender's Rock. Now, Paul in the chat, he was on a walk. So he lived in Phillip Island down in Victoria. So a long way away from me, but the bottom of Australia. And he goes for lots of walks. And he's walking along the beach one day and he saw some rocks, 2 rocks, and they look like hearts. So he's like, he says to me the next day in the chat, I saw 2 lavender rocks yesterday. I'm like, what? So yeah, and he did a short on it. So if you're interested in seeing that, Paul D Australia is his handle. And I think his last short, or maybe his second last short, is him walking. He doesn't say Lavender's Rock in it, but he says, but that you can see that you can distinctly see the hearts in the rocks. So lavender gave us that. So lavender's been, as I said, lavender's been a big part of our chat and my lives. It wouldn't be the same without you, lavender. And I think Paul and Deb, you know, they've been long-standing in my lives too. They know lavender. So lavender is, she didn't want to say, but she said she's happy for me to talk about it. Lavender has been diagnosed with some breast cancer. Now, lavender's only 15 years old. So she is about to go to have some surgery on the 31st of July. And we are here to pump her up and, you know, send her lots of well wishes. So lavender, this morning on my live, I was doing a walk. Okay, so Paul, okay, Deb, now you can find Sir Paul. So Deb, if you click on the link, you will go to Paul's page. So do that, go to Paul's page and check it out. But this morning, Deb and Paul both said, have you heard from lavender? What's going on with the lavender? So that just shows you, lavender, that we're all thinking about you and wanting to know what's going on. So, you know, that's what I said. We're here for you, sending you lots of love and light and, you know, well wishes. So all the way up to your surgery and then beyond with your recovery. So that's great. So that's, yeah. Deb, now you can find Paul's page. And lavender, if you haven't seen the video, if you click on Paul's link, you will go straight to Paul's video on Lavender's Rock, which I think's amazing. Yeah, so look, even, you know, you've got Mel that has never met you, lavender, sending you love and light. So at the moment, guys, the white bottles, the clear glass is winning. That's another kind of different green. I've got like a couple of different greens now. Oh, that's another green. That looks exactly like that other bit, actually. See, that looks exactly, oh no, they're not exactly the same. They're different shades, if you can see that. Yay! Deb has found Paul's page. Excellent. Excellent. So lavender, can you please go check out Paul's video? Because in there you see the rocks. So now, you know what's going to happen, Deb. Sorry, lavender. Paul and I and whoever wants to get involved will be doing, going for walks and just trying to find all these love heart rocks or in Mother Nature. And we're going to post them, and you know, we're going to let you know, lavender, where they are. I don't think we can tag you, and I don't think it's probably appropriate that we tag you in it, to be honest. So we'll just tell you when you're on the live to go check out the video. I just dobbed you in that, Paul. I'm sure you're probably keen on that one too. If you find any, you know, love hearts in nature, that, you know, we're going to post them. That's a different green. So Mel's cooking dinner and you're chatting. Hey, why not? I am sorting seaglass. So that was a nice shell I picked up. I don't know if you remember these guys. So Deb, do you remember when we were walking? Let's say when we were walking, because you walked with me, right? We found that really nice lavender bit. I haven't found that bit yet. So it's good morning for you, Deb. And good morning to Bill. So Bill is in Iowa and Deb is in Texas, in America. So they're our American mates. Mel is my cousin from yonder, over the pond. That's not good. So guys, so we've got this bottle. It's kind of been a little bit weathered. I just kept it though. I just thought I could maybe do something with it. I don't know what. Oh. I could have another ring if I cut that. I don't know how to cut glass, but I could learn. Does anyone know how to cut glass? Does anyone know how to cut glass? I might lie that down, otherwise it's going to fall over. It's very broken. Some more greens. You can see the green here, can't you? It's like a little bit of So definitely the white is winning at the moment, guys. Oh, this is a nice big chunk. Look at that. Look how chunky that is. Ooh, hey, lavender. Lavender, look at that. Lavender, that's for you. It's Lavender's seaglass. How cool is that, Lavender? I love that. That is cool. So Mel, Lavender's trying to tell you that she's a triplet. So we have met her brother Liam and her sister Rose in the chat. So they sometimes jump on. Isn't that amazing? And I picked that up and I didn't even notice, guys. See, Lavender, if I wasn't sitting here today going through this and we didn't meet you, I would never have even noticed that's a love heart. So there you go, our first sign, love. Oh, love, that's honestly, that's so sweet, Lavender. That's amazing. See, Lavender, you brought that joy to us of seeing love hearts now. So everyone in the chat today will start seeing love heart shaped things in nature, and we'll all be thinking of Lavender, and that will help Lavender in her treatment when she has to get her treatment. So think about that, Lavender. You're going to have all these people from YouTube, your YouTube family, out there in the universe, you know, in America, New Zealand. We've got people, you know, from UK, and I'll tell them the same story, if you don't mind me saying that. Do you mind me talking about it in the chat with other people if you're not here? I love that. That is so cool. We have to do something really special with that. I actually think I need to send that to you, Lavender. I don't know, we'll do something with it, but I think I need to send that to you. I think that's yours, Lavender. Hey, Doran, how you going? Oh, the message was there, but it's been retracted. You reckon it makes a nice necklace? Yeah? I mean, we've still got to figure that. That's the next thing, hey? Like figuring out what we're going to do with it. You misclicked. Hey, so everyone in the chat, I know Mel knows the source. The source is my mate Doran. He's American. He lives in Maui. He lives in Maui, and he sometimes is on the beach in Maui, showing us his beach. Very different to my little local beach, guys. Oh, so I met Doran when I kind of really started getting into YouTube, where I wanted to start making friends. So I joined a 30-day challenge. I don't know if it was a smart thing to do. It drove me crazy. But Doran egged me on to finish it, because in between the 30-day challenge, I went to Ibiza and I went on holidays. So when I came back, he's like, you need to finish it. You need to finish it. I'm like, okay, I'll finish it. But it was the best thing I did because I met some really interesting people. So I met Doran. I met Tracy from the Wild West. I don't know if everyone knows her. Wild West? Oh, Tracy from the Wild West. No, sorry. So I met Jordan. Jordan was the guy that came up with this. He was named, what's his name? His handle's name's Homestead Made Easy. And sometimes he's in the chat, actually. He is sometimes in the chat. It was challenging. Yes, it was challenging. It was very challenging. So Jordan is sometimes in our chat. He's from Florida. And he came up with this 30-day challenge. And he had all these things that, you know, for the 30 days, each day to have different things to do. Doran ran with it and was like, right, this is what we do every day. And then there was another lady called, I think her name was Lavender too, wasn't it? Doran. And then so she would make a video on it every day going, today we need to do this. I mean, we had to make a video every day. That was the whole plan. But every day she would make, not every day, but she was starting to do like, this is what we need to do. This is what, you know, this Doran said, and this is what Jordan came up with. This is what we should do, and introduce what the theme was. I'm very rogue. I just went with it, what I wanted to do, because yeah, I am rogue. But it was a good experience. And then I found another group of ladies, Tracy, Jazz, Jo, Lorna, in the UK area, and that were doing the same 30-day challenge. So we just all joined up and made friends. It's like a party. And that was kind of my first experience with, like, you know, community. So it was a really good experience. So, oh, look, that's, guys, my first bit of yellow. I don't know if you can see that, guys. Yellow, my only bit of yellow sea glass. So now we have beer bottle brown, we have yellow, we have green, we have blue, we have kind of a light green, and then we have white. I don't know what we're going to call white. Just white. Gosh. So over a month, I did pick up a lot of sea glass, as you can see. So after we start sorting this, I want to tell you about my ideas. So obviously a lot of you guys know the ideas. Well, what I'm going to do. So one of the ideas, actually the first idea was from Paul D, Australia. He's my mate he's my fellow Australian. And he said, why don't you do a mosaic? So does everyone know what a mosaic is? Where basically you use kind of, you normally use china, like, I mean, you can use anything, tiles, like broken coloured tiles, and then you kind of make pictures out of, you know, with the colours. So the idea would be that we'd be doing like a mosaic with all different bits of sea glass. So that was the first idea. Paul came up with mosaic. And then Lavender said, how about we do a wind chime? So I was so excited when I found these bits. Oh, where's my little whimsical bit? There's that bit. Okay, just take my for granted. I'd had a whimsical bit here, but it's buried under everything else. But you can imagine, because Paul D said I could probably drill a little hole through here, and he told me what drill I would use to drill a little bit and then hang it, and then have little other bits hanging too, to have like a wind chime. Ding, ding. So yeah, Gen X. I haven't, like, I know I do follow Gen X, but I haven't really, is he doing a lot these days? I haven't really checked out his page for a little while, Paul. Sorry, Paul, Doran. Is he doing much? It was a boot camp for military service, mate. It was service, all right. That was service. It was hard. That was hard. I did my time, okay? I did my time. But you know what? I don't think your page, Doran, would be where it is now, if you didn't do that. I think that was a good grounding. Okay, are we going to keep that? It's actually like, it's too, like, you can see it's toned. Actually, it looks like a leaf. Can you see the leaf? Like it's a leaf. I think I'm going to keep that. So guys, so Doran, we have a bottle that's now my ring. I could wear that as a ring, you know. I could wear that as a ring. It's not going to fall off. That's pretty cool. I like that. And then Doran, look. It's a love heart. It's called Lavender's Sea Glass, because Lavender's in the chat. The guy with the... Yeah, I know, I do know who Gen X is, but I haven't been looking at his page lately. I've got to say, how I normally look at people's pages, if people comment on my videos, then it triggers me to go comment on their page and start watching stuff. So that's really how you and you and I communicated, Doran, and actually that's how Paul and I met, is by basically, commenting on each other's videos, and then we got to know each other's videos and, our personalities and stuff like that. Have you seen any of his videos lately then, Doran? Guys, that weighs a lot. Do you remember oh, Heather, you're gonna love this. Heather, look, I have my first bit of jewelry. And I didn't even have to make anything. So guys, some of you guys know Heather's Backyard. She's from Canada, but she's living in Ireland. So she's kind of like homesteading, she's homesteading. She shows you in her videos about what she's doing, growing in her hothouse and stuff. But she's also doing travels around Ireland. So if you're into that, you should check out Heather's page. But why I mentioned Heather is because Heather, I have, just for examples. Okay, while Heather's here, because, Heather and I are going to do a live, and Heather's going to teach me how to make some jewelry. Hold that thought, guys. Hold that thought. I found something. So Heather, the concept I think that I was trying to show you, well, I found, remember when I was walking and I started talking to a guy about his dog, and then he said, what are you carrying? I said, oh yeah, seaglass. And he goes, oh, I made some seaglass jewelry for my daughter. And then he showed me the picture, and then I posted that in my community post, and Heather said, yeah, I know how to do that. So I was like, okay, Heather, we need to do a live so you can teach us how to do that. So like that, but using wire. So I could, so a friend of mine taught me how to do that once upon a time. I don't remember how to do it, but I bought that. So the concept would be like, actually, Heather, look at that. It's a love heart. How cool is that? I love that. So just for example, let's get a bit of sea glass. Ooh, is that kind of like a love heart too, guys? Would you say that's a love heart? I'd say that's a love heart. Love, 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 love. See, Lavender? Look at all the love we're finding. So let's just pretend that that's my piece I'm going to do. And now, Heather, I know you know the proper way to do this, but the guy that I met said that basically you just kind of tie it up. So look, I could do it like that. That's kind of like it, but with wire. I think with silver wire, that would look really cool. Shark? Doran, I don't know what that means, shark. It's a crystal. You think it's a shark tooth? Do we like that idea? With wire. I couldn't find any wire, guys. For my next live, I will have some wire. So I need to buy jewelry wire. Is that correct, Heather? You're nodding your head. So that's kind of the concept, isn't it? Okay, so that's one of the concepts, guys, jewelry. Now, I talked about the wind chimes. Now I've got a really cool idea, guys. So just wait a second. Let me just get something out. So we have a lamp. Now, think lampshade, okay? Now, I was walking along the beach the other day. This is where I get my best ideas, guys. And they're not my ideas, someone gave them to me. And I was meeting a lady and she was picking up sea glass, and I told her how I've been picking up sea glass. And what she does is she makes lampshades. So she has the lampshade and then she sticks onto the lampshade. But I had this glass thing, this light. I bought it from an op shop. I got it for like $5, guys. I thought, what if, hear me out, what if I did like this? Do you get the, can you see that, guys? You probably can't really see it. Maybe I need to use different colours. Can you imagine that? And then the light underneath is going to like illuminate through the glass. What do we think of that idea, guys? Cool, 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 cool. I like that idea. I think I'm going to try to, I'm probably not going to start with this one. This one will take all the glass, okay? But I'm going to buy from an op shop, like a thrift shop, just a normal lampshade as the base, and then I'm going to super glue it on. So that's going to be one of my projects. The jewelry is my project with Heather, and the wind chime, and the mosaic. So the mosaic is going to be a pelican shape, because when we've been in this walking with purpose, walking for Esther, we've been seeing pelicans. So I'm going to get a picture of a pelican and make it bigger, and then I'm going to put the sea glass onto the pelican. And Deb said that we should put some like sand down the bottom of the picture so it looks like the pelican's standing on sand. So I really like that idea too. Anyway, but this would be a big project. Oh shit. I just don't have a lampshade, but I will get a lampshade, guys. I'll go to a thrift shop and I will get a lampshade. And that might be the first one we start. Yes, like the Tiffany lamp. Yes, Deb. That's it. That is it. Like the Tiffany lamp. So it's so good. I'm so glad, Heather, you jumped on today. That's great. So I'm on the right track, aren't I? Actually, imagine that, guys. Okay, let's just pretend to use this because you can see that a little bit better. Whoops. Okay, you need to tie it properly, guys, and I'm kinda. See, Heather is going to teach us how to do it properly. But you get the concept, right, guys? Okay. You get the concept. So at the moment we are sorting. So the white, actually, you know what, guys? I don't know if you can see this, but the beer bottle brown is catching up to the clear. I'm trying to find the lavender a bit. Actually, it's kind of lavender. It's actually a pink kind of lavender color, actually, lavender. So how crazy is it that from that walk, we found all this sea glass, and now we're coming up with, making sea glass whimsical wind chimes and stuff. Oh, that's another idea. Hold on, hold the thought. Hold. So, like a wind chime, I could stick glass onto these guys. So then it would be like a wind chime. And like I'd have to make that more prettier because it's all kind of fallen apart already. But that's an idea. Like I could start sticking that stuff on there. Just another idea, guys. And I literally have on the wall next to me this sun catcher. It says Dream. So we could put extra dangles and like have them dangling down. That could work. Do we like that idea too? I like that they make music. I like things that make music. Hey guys, do you remember how on, whoa, where are we? Do you remember how on Sunday afternoon when I did my live and I don't know who was here, Paul was there, Deb was here, and we were doing the planter boxes? Do you want to see if they're still alive? They are. See, look, they're all alive still. So this is going to be, well, in probably 2 weeks' time, we probably better start picking them. Little bits of mixed lettuce and herbs for our lunches. And in 2 weeks' time, I need to pull some of the ones that are old out. So remember how, let me show you that. Let me just go this way, guys. Whoops, don't trip over the box. There was, okay, so remember how this one's quite big, right? That was already existing. But I didn't want to kill it straight away because it's still alive. And now it's got lots of water. Oh, actually, they probably, and this one was existing, the parsley and the coriander and the kale. The kale, that one, that's pretty big still. Let me just have a feel. So guys, the reason why, if you're new here, the reason why I've got cages over the top is we have birds that fly down and try to attack them. And then I've got a resident possum in our roof. And yep, he loves chomping on these. So that's why they're all caged. It's very annoying. But anyway, that is what it is. So yeah, Heather was there when I was doing it, so that was cool. All right, so let's go back. We digress. Keep on going. Have a cup of tea. So guys, if anyone's new in here, oh, who got someone? Homestead Made Easy. Hey, Jordan, we were literally just talking about you, Jordan. Weren't we, Doran? So Doran's still here. We're just talking about the 30-day challenge, Jordan, and how, you know, you came up with the concept and Jordan loved it and got right into it. And there was another lady called Lavender, and when she did her videos, she would like tell everyone exactly what, you know, today's day is and what we had to do. And yeah, she was, really got into it. I don't know, does anyone still follow Lavender? I mean, I still follow her. Hey, Lavender, is that kind of like a love heart too? So there's a Lavender in the chat, guys. And Lavender, we have a thing about love hearts at the moment because of Lavender. And we were just looking. Look. Yeah, Lavender was amazing. Yeah, so this is a completely different Lavender we're talking about in the chat. But she introduced me to the Lavender Rock that I named Lavender Rock, but it's the shape of a love heart. So I've been walking past this rock most days on my walks and had never noticed it was a love heart. I kick it in a nice way, just a little kick to symbolize the end of my walking of that beach, and then I walk to the other side. But I had never noticed it was the shape of a love heart until Lavender told me. And I was like, oh my gosh, it is. So then I called it Lavender's Rock. So now, unfortunately, Lavender's only 15 and she's okay for me to tell you guys. She said that I can. She's about to go for a breast cancer surgery. So that's very, you know, that's a lot for a 15-year-old. That's a lot for anyone. So I said to Lavender that now everywhere we go, we're looking for love heart shaped in nature. And when I was talking about that, I pulled out this, a bit of sea glass in the shape of a love heart. And then I found another one that looks the shape of a love heart. I think that's a love shape. And a bit of a like, it's kind of a love heart too. And then Paul D in the chat, he found on a walk some rocks and he posted it on his stories. So I said that now the challenge is out there, that everywhere we go, we're going to look for love heart inspired nature, because we don't want man-made. We want love heart inspired by nature. And then I'm going to post it personally. I know Paul will probably do it, and that will send lovely happy vibes to Lavender. So Paul, do you want to drop your video again in the chat so other people can see the love heart rocks? I need to do actually, Lavender, I need to do a short on Lavender's rock. I won't tag you in it though, Lavender, okay? Because I don't want you to, I don't think it's appropriate because you're under 16 too, that I tag you. But I am going to call it, I'm going to say it's Lavender's rock. I won't say anything about the breast cancer. I'm just going to say it's for my friend Lavender, and how you've made me realize that I need to slow down and smell the roses more. Because I had no idea that rock was the shape of a love heart. So guys, that is a piece of sea glass and it's got letters on it. I don't know what that would be. Does anyone know what that would be? Bill, I know you're pretty into this kind of stuff. Do you know what that would be, Bill? Does anyone know what that be? Can you see that? It's like B. I don't know. Love what Heather just said there. So what a beautiful, strong girl. Lots of love, heart, energy. So yeah. So Lavender, you came up with that way before you were diagnosed with having any breast issues. So, you know, that's your heart, Lavender. That's a nice piece, isn't it? So I've got Diego just on the side of me. He's not coming into the video. Or maybe he is. Maybe he's going to do a dance for us, guys. Everyone, who wants to see Diego do a dance? He's like, shut up, shut up. Now that would be a really nice bit for, Lavender, that would be a really nice bit for a wind chime. That'd be a nice bit too. So I have a pile, guys, that I am chucking away. It's only a little, but it's enough. I don't like that. That's kind of yuck. I've got a lot, guys. This is a nice bit. Okay. Where's that little bit? So imagine that. So they've got some curves in it. You've got to have some imagination, people, okay? Oh, you're back, Lavender. We've just been talking about you, Lavender. I thought you were still in the chat, actually. So Diego thinks it's very strange that I'm talking to people on my back deck. He's listening going, what is she rabbiting on about? I think there's 8 people in the chat. I don't know them all by name. I do. There's Mel, she's from New Zealand. She's from Hawke's Bay. There's Lavender, she's in Perth. Unfortunately, she's going through some breast cancer. So guys, so do you remember you bought me this? I'm just kind of using it for an example at the moment. So look, guys, imagine that as a necklace. I don't know if you can see that, guys. An earring. Oh, shivers. But that's cool. That is really cool. That would make a really nice pendant, actually. So Heather is in Ireland, but she's from Canada. She's going to teach me how to do that with wire. So Heather, the pressure's on.
I made that.
You did not make that.
I did so.
You did not. So Diego's a little bit shy. He doesn't like to show himself. I think he's embarrassed that I'm just talking to strangers online. I guess if you're not on YouTube, you don't get it.
No, because I'm not appropriate.
Sorry?
I'm not appropriate.
You're not appropriate?
Yeah, my clothing outfit.
Yes. Also, yes, so Diego is a tradesman. He's a builder. And he rips his clothes all the time. So, no joke. He's standing there. He's got like a midriff hole in his stomach. And he's showing his stomach off. And his hairy stomach. It's very sexy.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's rubbing his stomach. Oh, don't even go there. I've still got this to sort. For another half an hour. Well, you need my help?
I was going to show you something.
What do you want to show me?
Well, that's our height of our floor.
Oh, what, the height?
Yeah, that's our deck height.
Oh, really?
So that's how high we go.
Shit.
So we stand on top of that and on top of that.
Well, we can show people that. I won't show them your stomach. So guys, we are doing renovations at this house, right? And Diego he's using his laser beam to show me how high the deck's going to be. So our house is going to get lifted. I'll just show you. Let me just turn this around, guys. So you see the laser beam there on the neighbour's house? Currently, this is how high we are. So it's not a legal height, but this is how high it's going to go. So it's actually going to be, how is that, a metre, 2 metres? I'm not really good with 1,200 metres? 1,200 mil. Okay, it's going to go up 1,200 mil and we're going to be standing there. Man, so that will make it really cool. We'll be able to see the sunset a lot better over. Yeah, wow, that's cool, babe. Huh? Okay. Okay, we'll have a look at that. But we won't show you Diego's midriff, okay? Okay, so it's a bit dark at the moment, guys. I will go back to the sea glass. You guys just keep on chatting. Oh, shit. Where am I looking?
You can see that's our deck height.
Oh, okay.
And you see over there the neighbour's house in the corner over there. The green line on top of the window.
Yeah.
That's our deck height.
Shit. So he's got the laser beam. Where's the beam? Oh, this beam here. And you can see the green line. That's how high the house is going to go. Oh, that's cool, babe. Wow. Jeez, we're going high.
Our floor will be there, top of their roof height.
So we're going to be on top of their roof, literally.
So you can see the green, just see it.
So, yeah, okay, cool. Wow, babe, that's really cool. Thanks, that's really good to know. Cool. All right, so we're going back over here. Like I said, it's a construction site here, guys. All right, let me set up again. Have I lost you guys? Have I lost yous? Have I lost yous? Are you still there? Is anyone still there? Oh, shit. Okay. All right. We've still got lots of sea glass. Oh, that's another nice bit. We've actually got lots of nice bits, guys. I cannot believe how much nice bits we've got. So, Deb, I still haven't found the like lavender pinky bit. I think it's in here. It has to be. This is the last one I've got. So, guys, let's go with. I've only got one blue. One blue. One yellow. Some greens. Beer bottle brown. And then I guess it's beer bottle white. It's interesting. So I've got a lot of kind of like the tops of bottles. See, that's like the rim of bottles. I thought I'd keep them. They're just interesting. That maybe I could do something interesting with that. Heather, hold on, what's that? Sorry, because it's getting darker, it's harder for me to read these. That will be nice. Is the food migration. What? Is a flood. Sorry, I'm really blind now. I can't read that. That will be nice. Is that for flood? Okay, no, it's not about floods. So the house is a house from the 70s. And back in the 70s, kind of there was no rules kind of thing. You just kind of did what you wanted to do. And so underneath the house is like, it's built in underneath, but it's not a legal height. So Diego's built the deck that I was just standing on. So when you have a deck and it's not legal height underneath, it's dark underneath the house. Like it's underneath the deck is even dark. So if it's higher, the sun gets under it a little bit better. So the house is getting picked up, re-stumped, and it's getting moved over that side of the house, that side of the land, because that side of the land gets no sun. So nothing grows there. So we're thinking all about food, right? I'm all about, growing food. So as I said, I live in suburbia, guys. So it's only 500 square meters. It's actually less than 500 square meters. So it's only very small. But, I have showed you bits and pieces of my garden. We do grow a few things. So if Jordan's still there, Homestead Made Easy, his goal is to to have a homestead and basically grow his own food. So, and then Heather, obviously, she's doing that now in Ireland. And then Susan, who's sometimes in our chat, she was talking to us this morning in the chat. She's from Victoria, where Paul is from. She has a homestead channel. If Doran's still there, I actually met Susan on Doran's lives, actually. So yeah, that's why we're lifting it up. And then also, it's not legal height. So for example, if we wanted to, use equity out of the house is not classed as a 2-story house, and it's not classed as having more than 2 bedrooms. So there's only 2 bedrooms upstairs. So it's actually quite a small house upstairs, but there's a whole downstairs that is not classed as a bedroom because it's not a legal height. So for example, if we wanted to rent a room, it wouldn't be legal because it's not a legal height. So that is the reason why we are doing the expense of, gutting underneath the house and, lifting and moving over. So moving it over is going to give us a double garage out the front of the house, because most people have 2 cars. So it's a big project, and it's kind of lucky that Diego is a carpenter / builder. So he's handy. We love Diego. Can you hear that? I don't know. So yeah, that's going to happen very soon, actually. So we're booked in for October for that to happen. So Diego is going to be busy pulling apart underneath the house soon. So even the foundations of our house is not really good. My dad owned this house originally, and he's one of these people that didn't really care so much about maintenance. And obviously maintenance costs a lot of money too. So my dad unfortunately passed away of cancer at 77. So he had good innings, really good innings. And he was a walker, so that's why I walk, because he's a role model of mine, and he did lots of walking. Even up to his 87th year on this earth, he was walking 5Ks a day with his dog. So that just shows you that if you keep on walking, it helps you, walking helps everything. It helps your mental state, it helps your physical state, helps you, if you look after yourself, it helps you with exercise, it helps you potentially not get diseases, heart disease, so to speak. I mean, I'm sure that's not the science, but I'm going with that. But if I can keep on walking, that will help me in my future, look after myself. So yeah, my dad, sorry, that's what I'm saying. So I bought my father's house off him while he was alive, before he got sick. So I bought the house, and the agreement was that I can't kick him out, that he could live here for the rest of his life. And I would have an asset that I could start paying off, because instead of spending money on going on holidays all the time, which is what I used to do, like pretty much go on holidays most years. So I bought the house and started kind of helping with, fixing it up. It was termite, it's basically termite infested. So basically Diego's had to pretty much rip up all the walls on the top of the house because it was all termite eaten. So it's been a lot of work, guys. Diego's done a lot of work. But unfortunately my dad got unwell a couple of months after I bought the house, and he ended up getting cancer. So, and died about 6 months later. So at least he didn't suffer. So guys, I've actually got, can you see the green there? I've actually got a fair bit of green there, hey? Builders hubbies are the bomb. Yes, they are. So Mel, your husband, is he a builder? Because, I know you told me the story about what happened with your husband, but I wasn't quite sure if he was working as a builder or a carpenter, or he was doing something underneath in the cellar, that how he hit his head. So guys, we have a lot of white. Can you see that? I think you can. Maybe let me just move that around a little bit. There you go. Yeah, so now you can see the pile of the white is huge. Okay, so he was a builder, and he's still building, isn't he, right? So Mel, you're welcome to share if you feel like sharing in the chat. It's kind of a different shape. Are you guys like, holy smack, you've got a lot of grass. You know what, guys? I haven't found that lavender bit. Oh, is that it? I think that's it. Okay. Has that got a pink tinge to it, guys? No, it hasn't. Okay, ignore that comment. Deb, are you still there? I don't know what happened to the lavender bit. Is this it? Is this it? No, it's not it. I'm going to cry. I don't know what happened to it, guys. I said to Diego, I swear I've got another pile of sea glass somewhere, because the first week I ended up with a lot. I took it out of the car and I put it somewhere. But do you think I can find it? I can't find it. I might have to look harder, because maybe that's where it is, because I have not seen it. That's a big chunk. That's a nice bit. So as you can see, guys, we have a lot of pieces of sea glass. So, there is multiple ideas going along. What do we think the first project should be? Because I don't think it's probably a good idea to start all the projects, because then I won't finish any of the projects. I think I should just start with one and finish that one. Then we have one project, and then we start another project. Do you think that's smart? Because my ADHD brain, I don't know if I've got ADHD, but I probably do, is to do everything. If you've been watching my channel, you know I'm into everything. Oh, look at that. That's chunkier. Chunkier monkey. Okay, then I have glass, and then I have sand. Yep, that's just sand. All right, guys, that is officially what we have. Oh no, sorry, we've got some more bits here. They were found in the, they went through the washing machine. I must have had them in my pockets, and then they went through the pocket. Yeah. Oh. Guys, I don't know what happened to the lavender bit, like the pinky bit I was so obsessed with. So Deb, are you still there? Oh yeah, you are here. So, can't remember when I found the pink bit. I swear it was like maybe, I was doing this for a month, guys. So this is a month's worth of walking and picking up sea glass. So I don't know what I did with it. So what do you reckon I could do with this, guys? I will find it. I reckon there's another stash somewhere, Deb. I really do think there is another stash. And let me just go through the white bits again, just to see if I haven't, you know, well, with my talking, that I didn't get this, you know. Maybe that's it. No, it's not. Do you reckon that's it? Deb, do you remember? It was a big piece? Was it? Is that? I reckon that might be it. So that's clear. Is that got a pink tinge? Can you see the pink tinge in that? Let me show you against my black shirt. Actually, hold on. Put it against my phone. That's got a bit of a tinge to it, hasn't it? Hi Rose, how you going? So guys, Lavender's profile is getting now used by her sister, which is Rose. Hey Rose, how you going? So Rose, you know how I've been picking up sea glass on my walk? This is all the sea glass. But I think there's one more stash somewhere. We just don't know where that is. But do we think that is a bit like a pinky tinge? I think it might be. Okay, let's put it against white. Can you see that? I'm just blind, guys. I can't really see that, guys. Or maybe I'm just putting it in my head that I just really want it to be pink. I don't know. It was my favourite bit. Deb loved it. This is my favourite bit, the blue. Love the blue. The bottle top cork thing, love that. Love that now, because now I know it's like my engagement ring. Hi, I'm engaged. How about it? And then I really like the whimsical bits. That kind of, you know, twirl. I think they're cool. They're not flat. You know, things nice, yeah, different edges and stuff. Okay, so guys. Yes, so Rose, yeah, Lavender did share with us that her surgery, and Lavender said that she was okay for me to talk about it in the chat. That I think everyone in here knows Lavender now. I've kind of explained it. So her surgery is on the 31st of July. So Rose, I'll tell you the story. I showed you Lavender's rock, didn't I? You've seen Lavender's rock. We've talked about Lavender's rock. But while I was talking about Lavender's rock, look at this. Okay, now I have lost Lavender. Oh no, I haven't. So isn't that beautiful? So now that is Lavender's sea glass, and I'm going to somehow make something with that, or even just keep that, and I'm going to send that to Lavender. I love that. Isn't that cute? Actually, Rose, could you do me a favor? In my bio, is my email address. I don't want you to put the email in the chat. I don't think it's appropriate. But if you go to my bio of my YouTube page, there's my email address. Would you send me an email just so that I have your email? If you don't mind, I don't know if that's too personal, it's fine. But I wouldn't mind, just because if I don't do any lives, then you won't be able to jump on and tell me what's going on with lavender. I probably will do lives, but just in case you wanted to tell me something was going on, yeah, if you don't mind, that'd be good. Anyway, yeah. So guys, what are we going to do, guys? Maybe let me just get the chat. I can't see it from that far. Let's take you out of here. Okay. Let me use my other tripod, my bottle of water. All right, we're a little bit more up close and personal. Whoops. Okay, let me show you first. So we've got brown, the greens, the blue, the light green, the rocks I kind of picked up along the way. And then we have all the white that I spread out everywhere. No, I don't need to keep it, Rose. I would like to donate it. Where did I put that now? I've lost it. Actually, I'm going to put that somewhere safe, because if I put all the, like, heap this up, because I am going to, I'm going to wrap it in a tissue, and then we're going to put it in the McDonald's. So that way I know it's safe. So, what are we going to do first, guys? Suggestions, because we have to start with one. What are we going to start with? I will tomorrow or Thursday, because I will be in a thrift shop tomorrow and Thursday. I will find a lampshade. So I think the lampshade would be fun, and it would use a lot of glass, so that would be really cool. I do want to do the jewelry thing though. So Heather, I don't know. So Heather's in Ireland. I'm in Brisbane. How are we going to do a live? Sorry, the light is just... Okay, I'm probably just really blind now, because now I can hardly see the chat. Okay, so I'm trying to use another phone so I can look at the chat better, instead of like going up like this, because no one wants to see that. It's just not attractive. I can see my chat, but I can't, my live, but I can't click on it. Okay, what if I just look up Exploradora? You know what I need to do? Maybe I need to log out of my own profile. So Mel's thinking that I need to do an early morning or at night. Yeah. So okay, let's put it this way, Heather, because Heather, you are the one with the brains with this one, right? It's not about me, it's about you. So when are you available, Heather, to go on a live? Let's go with that. When would you be available to go on a live? So I need a few things first. So I need to go buy some jewelry wire and some little clasps. So I can do that. I can probably do that Friday, maybe. So how about we look at next week? How's next week's agenda for you, Heather? Are you around next week? It doesn't have to be. Maybe it can be a couple of weeks' time. That way we know that the jewelry thing can be put back a little while. So I think Ireland would be 9 hours behind Brisbane. Let me have a look at that now. We can look at that. Let's seek advice from Google. Ireland, Brisbane is how many hours in front of Ireland? Also depends on, does Ireland have daylight saving? Hey, Mel, do you do daylight saving in New Zealand? Ah, it's plus 10 hours. That's not helping me. So it says here Brisbane is 9 hours ahead of Dublin. So Heather is in County Donegal? Donegal? Is that right? Donegal. I think she's not in the chat anymore, but I think she lives in. I don't know if I don't actually think Ireland do daylight saving. So we're 9 hours in front. So let me see. Counties in Ireland. I don't know. Does anyone know how many counties are in Ireland? Does anyone know what that means? So in Ireland, so I used to live in County Kerry. So county means state. So in Ireland, like, you know how in Australia we say we have the state of Queensland, you know, New South Wales, where Paul is in Victoria. In New Zealand, do you have states? You have North and South Island, but do you have states? You don't. I don't think you do you? You do have states. North state, bottom state. I should know this. I don't know this. So in Ireland, they have 20 counties. So I lived in County Kerry, which is on the bottom of Ireland. And, oh, yeah, so Heather, she's not in the chat at the moment. She's from Donegal, which is on the coast. It's on the west coast of New Zealand. Not New Zealand, of Ireland. So has anyone been to Ireland in the chat? Just curious. As I said, I lived in Ireland for 3 months. I was selling timeshare. You love my earrings. Yeah, aren't they nice? They're cute, aren't they? Just simple. It goes with my ring. I like crystals and I really love blues. So aqua, blue. I think blue, I really love the ocean colours. So has anyone, been to Ireland? Anyone want to go to Ireland? Any interest in Ireland? Ireland's beautiful. It's a very nice country. Anyway, I was just going on a tangent. So Heather is 9 hours behind me. So if it's, so if it was 9 o'clock at night for me, it'd be lunchtime for her. So I don't know if Heather works. I might need to send her an email. Not everyone wants to talk about this stuff, on a live in the chat. So I might send her an email and find out when she's available, and then find some nice bits that we'd like to make jewelry out of. Like, let's try this again. So obviously there's a way of tying it. I'm just not knowing how to do it properly, right? So here's my twine that you practice with. Hey, CML, thanks for jumping on. I'll catch you another time, hey? Hope everything's going okay with hubby and everything. Okay, so let's just do an experiment, right? Tie a knot. So the guy that I was talking to on the beach one day, who gave me the suggestion on how to do the jewelry, he said to me that you just need to practice first with where you're going to put the ties to make it stable. I mean, if you're using like wire, like silver wire, just pretend. Have some imagination, guys, okay? Just can you imagine that is my necklace. but it's with the silver. Can you imagine? Oops. Oh. So I've actually been given another idea. So dogs are really popular. Oh, dogs are popular. Most people have a dog, right? And most people spend a lot of money on animal products, like, you know, their collars, their harness. So think about this, right? A girlfriend of mine is in the UK, and she said, I was told her about this, you know, project I'm trying to do. And she said, how about you make something for my dog and I'll buy it off you? I'm like, no, I'm not selling it. I just want to, you know, do it for the fun of it. Because yeah, this is kind of like my passion project from the walk. So walking with Esther. So she said, okay, and then I said, okay, how about I could make, like, you know, the harness of a dog. How about like putting like seaglass jewelry onto the harness? So this is an idea. But I don't have a dog. But I could make one for her. So anyway, this is an idea too. So yes, these are ideas. So I think, guys, I'm going to go. I've been rabbiting on for ages, and you guys have just been, you know, listening. I don't know who's there. We've got 7 people on the live. I know, well, Mel has just gone for lunch or dinner. I don't know if she's staying there. Maybe she's left her profile open. She's like that. She likes to support me and I support her. There's Deb. There's Rose as Lavender's profile, I think. Yep, I'm sure she's there. And we've got Deb. Paul D, he'll be there lurking in the background. I know. Now, what's Paul said here? I can't read this. He's going for dinner. He went for dinner too. So I don't know who's in the live. Actually, you know what? I reckon Jazz. G'day, Jazz. I know Jazz is listening probably in the background. So when she's working, she in the afternoon or in her morning, she's in the UK, she's sometimes lurking in the background. And if I mention postcards, she jumps out and goes, yes, I'm there. So that's another live I'm going to do. So I'm not going to get into that story right now. Bill's there too. I fell asleep. Yeah, so I thought I was going to get silver. But yeah, okay, so I'll get some gold too. Because, yeah, gold will probably look really nice around that too. So, okay. There's one I just made, Bill. I mean, it's not so attractive, okay, guys, but look, the concept, okay? So anyway, guys, I'm going to go. And so most importantly, we're sending love and light to Lavender. And we're just thinking of Lavender everywhere we look. If you see some love heart inspired nature, where's my love heart inspired nature? Oh, I've wrapped it up. Love heart inspired by nature. I know that's man-made, but that's been nature made. Like, that's been in the ocean. Was it like that? And then it somehow turned into a love heart. So that's kind of been inspired by, yeah, it's been inspired by lavender. So anyway, if you're out on your journey and you see some nature inspired love hearts, you should do a video of it. And if you'd like to share it to your shorts, that'd be lovely. You don't need to put Lavender's name in it. We don't need to do that. But yeah. And then when Lavender comes on the chat, we can send that to her in the chat. So Paul's already done one. He started this challenge. It's the Paul challenge. No. It's the Lavender challenge. No, it's not. It's not the Lavender challenge. It's Paul started it by basically going for a walk and he saw some rocks with, you know, heart-shaped. So I love this idea. I think it's beautiful. So we're running with it. I'm going to do a video. Am I going to walk tomorrow morning? Yes, I'm going to go walk tomorrow morning. So I probably will do a live. So if you want to see me in the morning, have a chat. You'll see me in the morning having a chat. But I am going to do a video of Lavender's rock and I'm going to do a short on it. Make some kind of short. Yeah. And she'll love it. I'm going to make it really nice and yeah, special. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop rabbiting on. Good night, guys. Good night, Bill. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Deb. Mel's gone for dinner. Paul's gone for dinner. Jazz, well, if you're in the background, Hey Jazz, how you going? I really liked your video about the packing. And Lavender, you're also, Rose, you're also in Australia, so good night. Hope you have something nice for dinner. Anyway, I'm going to go have dinner. See you guys. Bye.